Hi, Cybertruth here, Backloader, Antimatter Wrench's New Game Plus video, episode 156. And it's been, again, just a couple hours since last episode. And it's, you can see, I'm actually in Big Rip. I did some, I don't think it was neutrino grinding. I'm not even sure what it was, but I did some stuff outside of Big Rip. Oh yeah, I have more tachyon, yeah, I got E212 tachyon particles. So there's that. I didn't really do much else. I now have E47 spins, so that's that's pretty crazy. Like I can get this probably up to all this. Now I'm getting E45 every second. So that means I'm able to get all the way up to E50 cork spin. Not only that, E1 billion antimatter and Big Rip, 17% to photons, and what else? Break Eternity. Yeah, Break Eternity. Get this. Get all this. I can now up to E186 tachyon particles. Maybe I can gain some Eternity points here. I'm just a few orders of magnitude away here. This would be a good time to try to get all these ghostly particle multipliers, because I can get 1, 2. The third one is out of reach. So this will allow me to gain 8 trillion ghost particles. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm really... It's not quite enough for this. I'm probably gonna try to go for that next Ghostify. Possibly. It's not that far away, but anyway, we're gonna get this. It's gonna allow me to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just, oh no, I was gonna say just barely missing on this, but I'm actually not very close at all. But 5 of these. That's 3,000 times as many neutrinos. Basically, that means an hour of grinding before is gonna be a second of grinding now. So yeah, you can see how overpowered that would be. As usual, I'm just going to do the usual of this. It's now weird starting all the way back at E25 or even lower. I mean, that's not like the square root. It's not just a few orders of magnitude. It drops me 20 something orders of magnitude. I mean that's how overpowered I've become in this. So yeah, it's just, I might have even reached a new Automator charge. I always do this 7.25. I think I unlocked 2. Auto Radioactive Decay Ghost, Auto Big Rip Ghost. So, I mean, I guess this seems pretty useful. And all it uses 0.5, so I'll do that. So now I'm using 7 Automator power, which is pretty insane. I like when I see all 8 upgrades, all different colors. That is one of the most amazing sights to see in this game. I'm just saying that it's pretty amazing to see all of that. So again, we're just gonna quantum. I haven't even done any neutrino grinding. Even just a little bit of neutrino grinding helps in this case, because it's gonna be OP. Like, look at this. We're up to sextillions of neutrinos. This is electron neutrinos. Maybe we can get even more. Maybe we can get. I'm gonna try to get 2 of these. I know it's not that much, but I really want to get this. I'll say that's sort of the goal, to try to get this. I'm not sure how easy that's gonna be exactly. It really depends on just how effective these neutrinos even are. I think a lot of that is just like, oh, that was a weird bug. I saw some weird stuff happening with the blue branch. It seems to be fixed, but I saw something weird with it. I'm really not sure what that was, but okay, whatever. We'll just ignore that and keep going here. So, I mean, maybe it can. Seems like I can do a little bit of neutrino grinding here, but probably a lot is better, honestly. Like, if if I can get not just 2 of these, but 3, I'm actually just gonna buy one of these just to see what the next one costs. So it costs 47 sextillion neutrinos. So that's easy to get. However, the next one is gonna be a little bit harder. I mean, maybe I can just do quick runs. It really depends. It just depends on what I'm going for. Like, quick runs still could be better at this point. It's at least for like just trying to push to a particular amount, or maybe long runs. I'm still experimenting with all this. If we get this new boost based on the neutrinos, that will really help a lot. So that's what I'm going to do as I'm grinding neutrinos here. So it's going to be pretty easy to get this upgrade. I could grind more neutrinos than this, and I feel like I've heard most runs do take at least a day in the photons wall. So I will have to deal with stuff like this. I think just a lot of the time I'm going to be in Big Rip. Or, yeah, in Big Rip, and then the rest of the time I'll be doing neutrino grinding. But since, like, the Big Rip stuff, most of it happens, like, offline, just fine. Probably during the day, when I'm on my computer, I'm just going to have it neutrino grinding like this. And overnight, I'll be grinding in Big Rip. Like, whether it be, like, Nanofield or Tree of Decay, just something in Big Rip. So, yeah, that's sort of my strategy, as the game does seems to be slowing down a little bit at this point, because these are only 2 times, which is a little underwhelming compared to the 5 times, and this has a much higher cost multiplier. So, yeah, that is I do really, it is a little annoying, and I really, really, really wish that these were more than once per second, because it is painful to just wait 10 seconds every time you quantum to build back up, because the auto buyers are slow. For mechanics, we've transcended 2 prestige layers ago. I know, I think I'm just ranting on a little bit here, but anyway, yeah, this is getting a lot of these are just higher than they ever were at this point. We can do one more of these ghostly particle multipliers, so that's gonna be pretty good. And it's only gonna give me 4 times as many ghost particles though, so it's not like everything. Maybe I should just try to grind here, because I actually do, because of my tachyon particles. I am getting a decent amount of time theorems. I'm getting 7E98 per second, which translates to around 6E103 per day. And it's really, I sort of wish you could do it per day, but I can just calculate it. So 6E103 per day, so if I have it neutrino grinding like this, I'll be able to get more studies. I can basically combine my Nanofield Big Rip build and the other Big Rip build into one build. So it is useful to do something like that. And I'm just going to get these. These are pretty cheap at this point. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm just going to get this multiplier. May not be the best choice, but whatever, I'm doing it. And I still have a lot of neutrinos, so it's fine. I'm just going to see what happens if I do decide to start Big Rip, because we're still experimenting. And of course, I'm not going to forget it this time. I need to grind some eternities. Just a little bit. I would just do it for a few seconds. Just to set. Yeah, I have heard there's a lot of setup for Big Rip. But anyway, here's Big Rip. I should probably go into my actual Big Rip build, and this will be pretty overpowered, especially once I actually I had to go into Break Eternity and buy all these, and actually dilate for crazy amount of tachyon particles, and then I can check Tree of Decay, because it's probably pretty OP at this point. It's only E35 Cork Spin. I thought it'd be a little more than that at this point. Maybe it's just because of my lack of nano field rewards. This is, even after 2 multipliers, this is only at like 170 billion. Which is, I didn't expect that. I thought it'd be a lot more than that. So, that definitely is something to consider. And Tree of Decay doesn't seem any faster than it was before. So it does look like I'm going to need to do a lot of setup, because I'm just noticing, like, I did a decent amount of setup, and this is still very slow compared to last run. Last run was much faster. So that is something I do have to be aware of. It's just, yeah, it really is something I have to keep aware of. I'm just looking at this, and this reminds me of New Game Update, because New Game Update nerfs down, like, one of the mechanics nerfs, like, the dilation effect. It nerfs it up to like 106.1%. It's so weird. It nerfs it past 100%. I have no idea what that really means, but whatever. So there's a couple of options. One option, like, I could try to do at this point, I could just try to get the radioactive decay again, or I could just go outside of Big Rip and grind more neutrinos. So it's really just a lot of decision. It's interesting, at least at this point. Like, I know I'll probably be getting it fully down by the time I'm in, like, really in the photons wall. So, but I feel like that I should just be grinding neutrinos at this point, because there's not much to do here. It's literally just keep getting this, keep getting more Quark Spin. That's it. Or Quark Spin and Antimatter, and just wait. The game is just a lot less active at this point. And I think it's not going to be very active for a while, honestly. Like, for the entirety of the photons wall. So, and we're getting very close to the wall at this point. We're probably just a couple episodes away. I'm guessing something after this is, I think the next boost after this is like, I heard there's one that's E35 ghost particles. So yeah, there's that. So what I'm actually, I sort of want to grind to the radioactive decay. It's only in 2 minutes at this point. So I could do that, or I could just go outside of Big Rip and grind neutrinos. And I think that's actually a better idea. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grind neutrinos. Actually, I'm going to need more than that. I need to be in a better build than this. Just go into my usual Tree of Decay build. And also, this is going to help me get time theorems, which is another resource I will need. So I'm getting more neutrinos. It doesn't really matter which one, but this is the best. This is like middle, and this is the least good. Even though it's not, it doesn't really matter. It's just something I can keep track of. And I think I still will be able to get the radioactive decay in less than a day from now. So it is just a lot of stuff to consider at this point. But I think just grinding neutrinos at this point, just doing a lot of setup, will be the best idea. I may get into a routine where I just do 1 run per day, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now that's not like set in stone, but I have no idea what's gonna happen. I know it's just gonna be slow, and it'll be tough getting through it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out.